Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I'm here to give you a reading today. This reading is going to be about the chakras. So, let me begin by thanking all of you who have been with me from the beginning to all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much. Without you, there's no need for me to be here. So thank you for being a huge part of my journey. We're here to learn. We're here to share stories. We're here to help each other to get to the best version of each of us, right? Okay, so let's begin by the first chakra, the base chakra. Let's see. Hold on here. Okay. Get it to stand up there. Okay. The base chakra, the color is red, the sound is lamb, the element is earth, the gland is adrenal, the keywords I have. Known as the base or root chakra, this energy center is situated at the base of the spine and is most closely related to all of your earthly issues such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, practicing yoga can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help keep the energy flowing and harmonious. Honoring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being. On the inside, it works both ways. So, I'm going to Google the importance of the base chakra, or whatever information comes up. Okay, base chakra. Okay, show more. The root chakra is said to provide a link between the physical world and the energetic system, and is the foundation for life force energy. It's associated with a sense of security, familiar relationships, and feeling at home. It also helps develop personal integrity, self-esteem, and a sense of belonging. Some signs that the root chakra may be blocked included hoarding, greed for money or materialism, lack of ambition and direction, insecurity, disconnection and isolation, anxiety, depression, self-pity, lethargy, panic attacks. Okay, some ways to unblock. They talk about the exercise, such as chakra meditation, yoga poses, walking barefoot outdoors, or gardening. Breathing practices to encourage the flow of energy. Connecting with nature, such as meditating on a mountain. Affirmations. Repeating affirmations for the root chakra. Yoga, such as malasana, says garland pose. Standing forward fold. It's different yoga positions. Other practices such as Pilates, dancing, running, hiking. It says Kegel, Kegel, exercises, and Bandha yoga. Okay. What does the base chakra do? The chakra provides energetic roots, a bit like the roots of a tree, so that you feel safe, stable, and comfortable in your own skin. How do you activate the base chakra? If you feel stuck, scattered, burned out, or disconnected, chances are your root chakra could use a tune-up. Show your feet some love. Earth yourself. Move your body. Meditate on a mountain. enjoy Mother Nature's bounty. Okay, so let's move on, see what else we can find out about the next chakra, which is the sacral chakra. So, and what I'm reading now is from the Psychic Tarot, because I have all the chakra cards in there listed in this book. The key facts: the color is orange, the sound is vam, element is water, glands, testicle, ovaries. Keywords: I want. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep the chakra balanced and in its energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen. Use a color, meditation, and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. Okay, so now I'm going to Google what information we can find for the sacral chakra. It's associated with the water element and the color orange and is often represented by a 6-petaled lotus flower. It says, what is the sacral chakra responsible for? Sexuality, creativity, intuitiveness, self-worth, compassion, and adaptability. When the sacral chakra is unstable, it's thought to cause emotional outburst, a lack of creativity, and sex-obsessed thoughts. What blocks your sacral chakra? Let's see. A blocked sacral chakra prevents your creative energies from flowing. You may also feel detached or emotionally numb. Sacral chakra blockage can occur when you don't make enough time for creativity and play. Over time, an underactive sacral chakra may lead to depression and anxiety. How do I unblock the sacral chakra? Because the sacral chakra is associated with pleasure, you can stimulate it with whatever activities you find pleasurable. This might be a luscious hot bath, scented bath salts, and a special candle, applying lotion to your own body, or cooking a delicious meal and giving yourself time to sit and savor every bite. What trauma blocks the sacral chakra? Trauma experiences such as emotional abuse, neglect, or sexual trauma can disrupt the flow of energy in the sacral chakra, leading to sacral chakra blockages and imbalances. How to know if your sacral chakra is open? When the sacral chakra is opening or awakening, it can also lead to various symptoms such as heightened sexual desire, increased energy, and spiritual experiences. These sacral chakra openings symptoms can be intense, and it is essential to be aware of them. How do you cleanse the sacral chakra? Meditation, yoga, energy healing, and working with the color orange or associated gemstones. Engaging in activities that promote creativity and emotional expression, such as art, music, or dance, can also help balance the sacral chakra. What foods are good for the sacral chakra? The color of the sacral chakra is orange. Deeply orange fruits like oranges, tangerines, and most citrus as well as mangoes will be good for bringing balance to the sacral chakras. Vegetables like carrots, squash, yams, and pumpkins will help as well. Okay, it said what chakras hold PTSD. That was the root chakra. Let's see. Okay, let's move forward. The solar plex chakra. Solar plex chakra. The color is yellow, the sound is ram, the element is fire. The glands, pancreas and adrenal. Keywords, I can. The solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. The chakra is associated with clairsentience, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, and movement, or breath work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. So the people who drain your energy, the ones that, okay, say if you don't like to repeat yourself, and people keep making you repeat yourself, and it becomes something that drains your energy because it's something that's unnerving to you, right? So if someone knows that you don't like to repeat yourself and they keep making you do it, you just have to remove yourself from that situation, or say it in a way like, I don't know how to say it, because sometimes when you tell people that it's irritating, they do it more. Maybe you just laugh it off and say, I already said what I said, and move forward. Maybe it's something like that. Okay, let's see. So Google again, the solar plexus chakra. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. Okay. Let me close some windows real quick. Okay, it says the solar plexus chakra, also known as the Manipura chakra, is the third chakra in the 7-chakra system and is considered the body's energy source. It's located behind the navel and it is associated with the element of fire, willpower, and energy. The solar plexus chakra is said to govern confidence, assertiveness, decision-making, and personal power. It's also linked to gut feelings, fear, and the ability to deal with things. When the solar plexus chakra is in balance, a person may feel comfortable with their power, have a sense of self, and be able to move forward in life with clarity and confidence. However, a blocked solar plexus chakra can lead to feelings of powerlessness, lack of direction, poor self-esteem, and difficulty expressing oneself. And the people, places, or things that make you feel this way, you have to stand up for yourself and you have to remove that person, place, or thing out of your life to be able to regain your power and your self-esteem. Okay, some practices that may help balance the solar plexus chakra include yoga and meditation. Let's see what else it says. Okay, and that's all it says. So let's move forward and do the heart chakra.
So who doesn't look forward to going on vacation, right? But one doctor in Hawaii wants to...
I guess they're having some health warning in Hawaii. Okay, let's see. Heart chakra. Color is green, sound is yam, the element is air, the gland is thymus. Keywords I love. Parallel to the heart, the chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. It's believed to be the link between your mind, body, and soul. Balancing this area may take a while, but you should allow all the time that you need so the healing energy can get through and flow freely. By loving yourself and others, as well as learning forgiveness, you'll become more attuned with spirit. Okay, so let's Google heart chakra. The heart chakra, also known as Anahata in, I can't pronounce this country or town, Sanskrit, Sanskrit, is an energy center in the middle of the chest that's associated with love, compassion, and emotional well-being. It's said to be the gateway to our inner temple and is linked to self-love, giving and receiving love, kindness and compassion, a sense of belonging, trusting your heart as a compass. When open and balanced, the heart chakra can allow us to experience joy, connect, and embrace unconditional love. However, it can become blocked, and too much energy in the heart chakra can have negative physical and mental effects. Some say that people with a closed heart chakra may have experienced rejection, abandonment, or loss at a young age, while others with too much energy may be codependent, demanding, or jealous. Some yoga poses and other practices may help balance the heart chakra. It includes back bends, and it's suggesting cobra pose, and upward facing dog pose, and bridge pose. So you could just Google those. Camel pose. Rose quartz is a good stone that supports the healing and activation of the heart chakra, allowing for a deeper connection to love and self-acceptance. A gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you feel grateful for each day can help bring the heart chakra back into balance. Okay. The throat chakra. The color is light blue, the sound is ham, the element is sound, the gland thyroid. Keywords I speak. This chakra is, of course, located in the throat area. Communication, sound, creativity, and the ability of clairaudience, inner hearing, are associated with it. Many artists, speakers, writers, singers, and the individuals involved in the creative arts will often have active throat chakras. To balance and stimulate this energy center, try humming, chanting, or singing out loud. It's a great tonic. Most important, if you have something to say, please speak up. When this area is fully activated, don't be surprised if you suddenly become creatively inspired. So if something's bothering you and you speak up, know that you need to put love on the forefront of whatever it is you're saying. You don't want to lash out at someone. You want to take the calm approach to say what you need to say, and then just release whatever it is so you don't hold on to it. And if that has to do with the person, place, or thing, so be it. It's your life. You have to be comfortable and know that you've taken the higher road. If there's something that you need to speak that someone may not want to hear, okay? So let's Google the throat chakra, see what other information we can find online about it. The throat chakra, also known as Vishuddha, Vishada, is the fifth primary chakra in the Hindu Tantra tradition. It's located in the neck above the collarbone and is associated with communication, creativity, and emotion. Some say that a balanced throat chakra can help with clarity, wisdom, and discernment when communicating. When it's blocked or imbalanced, it can make it difficult for energy to flow in that area. Some say that certain crystals and yoga poses can help balance the throat chakra. Lapis lazuli is a stone associated with truth and friendship. This stone is said to help people speak eloquently and purposefully in social situations. It may be especially helpful for people who feel blocked from expressing their truth and holding in repressed emotions. Larimar, another stone, is said to help with clear communication, emotional strength, and stability. It may also help people speak from the heart and feel the confidence and aware of their abilities. Aquamarine, associated with the throat chakra, is Indian philosophy. The stone is said to be good for the voice and help people speak clearly. Blue lace agate, this stone's soft, calming palette of white and pale blue bands, is said to embody grace and tranquility, making it ideal for gentle throat chakra healing. Okay, so it's talking about doing yoga, the camel pose. Okay. Okay, so what happens when your throat chakra is blocked? You experience tension in your throat, clenching of the teeth, or stiffness in the jaw. A blocked throat chakra can manifest as an inability to self-express with confidence. One might feel that they have nothing of value to share with the world. When the throat is blocked, you lose confidence in your voice. Throat chakra benefits, also known as, it's associated with communication, self-expression, and creativity. In holistic health and spirituality, chakras are energy centers in the body that are linked to physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects. When the throat chakra is balanced, it can help people communicate better, express themselves, be a good listener, and be compassionate. Okay, so let's move forward. We're on the third eye chakra. The color is indigo, the sound is Om. The element is light, the gland is pituitary. Keywords I see. This is the most often talked about of all the chakras, and clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center. Found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose, it works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. The balance of the third eye chakra I recommend that you practice walking, meditations, breath work, yoga, tai chi, visualizations, and color therapy. Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, as it's important to remember that they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that in a minute. Let's see. So let me punch in third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is often associated with religious visions, clairvoyance, and the ability to observe chakras and auras, precognition, and out of body. The idea of opening your third eye is also used in the general population to refer to achieving a new and clearer perception of reality. What are the benefits of third eye chakra activation? Mental clarity, improved concentration, clear self-expression, strengthened intuition, a sense of bliss, decisiveness, insight. Okay, moving forward, the last chakra is the crown chakra. The color is violet. The sound is none, N-O-N-E, or om, O-M, can be used. Element is the thought. The gland is pineal. Keywords I know. The crown chakra is located at the top of your head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. The chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance the chakra, I find that meditation, breathwork, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. Okay. Let's Google it. Crown chakra. Let's see. Oh, we suddenly went into a different language. What happened there? Okay. Oh, it's in Hindu, that's why. Okay, the crown chakra, also known as Sahasrara in Sanskrit, is the seventh and final chakra in the chakra system. It is located at the top of the head, slightly above, and radiating upward, and is closely linked to the brain and nervous system. The crown chakra is associated with spiritual connection, universal consciousness, wisdom, unity, self-knowledge, thought, complexity of the mind, merging with divine consciousness. When the crown chakra is open and balanced, it can lead to intelligence, thoughtfulness, and awareness. However, too much energy in the crown chakra can cause confusion, overthinking, addiction to higher belief, overstimulated thoughts, difficulty focusing, difficulty being rational. Signs of a blocked crown chakra include imbalance, poor coordination, low ability to function physically, lack of connection to the world, hyper-spiritualization, poor mental functioning. Some methods to balance the crown chakra include letting go, spending time outdoors, yoga, crown chakra meditation, crown chakra crystals, aromatherapy. Okay, so I'm going to ask Google, why is it important to balance out why is it important to balance out all the chakras? Chakra balancing is a holistic healing practice that involves working with energy fields to balance and align chakras or energy centers in the body. When chakras are balanced, energy can flow freely, which can lead to physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual benefits. Balanced chakras can improve the body's natural healing abilities and promote overall health. Imbalances in specific chakras can lead to physical ailments and discomfort. For example, an imbalance in the root chakra, which is associated with survival, can manifest as weight issues. Emotional stability. Each chakra is associated with specific emotions and psychological states. For example, the heart chakra governs love and compassion, while the solar plexus chakra influences personal power and confidence. Mental steadiness. When chakras are balanced, it can help connect the mind, body, and soul. For example, balancing the sixth chakra, which is associated with intuition, can help people make better choices or better decisions about their lives. Some say that practicing chakra balancing daily or weekly can help nurture physical and emotional well-being. By practicing self-chakra balancing, we can release blocked energies and create harmony in these areas to nurture physical and emotional well-being. It says meditation regularly can give the benefits of chakra healing to strengthen the connection between your mind, body, and foster more autonomous energy flow. The importance of chakra balancing for a healthy mind. According to Yoga Shastra, practicing 7 chakra meditations is a fail-safe way to bring mental steadiness. When the chakras are balanced, energy can freely flow throughout the entire body as taught by yoga. When your chakras are unbalanced, you generate energy from the inside but cannot connect your mind, body, and soul. Chakra meditation on the 7th segment chakra cycle is a path to enlightenment. Going through the 7-segment cycle is the first step into a more spiritual existence. Performing a chakra meditation regularly can give the benefits of chakra healing to strengthen the connection between your mind, body, and foster more autonomous but I know I didn't pronounce it right, energy flow. Awakening your horoscope through the chakra meditation cycle unites your mind, body, and soul to propel you towards enlightenment. The yoga asanas Upanishads are historic Sanskrit writings that outline many Hinduism doctrines and practices. Chakra in Sanskrit means wheel, refers to the spinning energy center in the body. The chakra system originated in India between 1500 and 500 BC in the oldest text called the Vedas. Evidence of chakras spelled Chakra is also found in Sri Jabala Dashana, the Kundalini Upanishad, the Yoga Shikha, and the Chandala. Even Rig Veda, the oldest Veda, mentions a reference of Kundalini Shakti and a precursor to the terminology associated with the chakras. In the later tantric traditions, chakras were part of early Buddhist belief systems too, but there were some changes, such as including only 5 body centers. Early Sanskrit texts discussing chakras refer to them as objective meditational visualizations and genuine bodily places. Okay. So, to balance them, you just do the meditations, right? Meditate, you read up on them, you study it, you learn it, you start surrounding your life around each idea of what a chakra is. And it's a learned like culture, right? Because it's from Hindu and India. And I just feel like those people, maybe they have their own issues too, but I think they're mostly very calm people. I think they put a lot of thought into things, and when they focus, they can just give like simple, clear answers, right? So it is all a learned thing. I'm still learning. I did another reading about chakras a while back, and it's just something you have to study up on, for your own self. Regardless of what I've read to you, you really should do your own research and write down your notes regarding it, and that way you're surefire that you're getting the right information, right? I'm not telling you I'm giving you the wrong information, but just going through and reading things for you. I find myself, when I read them myself and I write them down myself, it generally kind of sets in better than listening. Some people can listen and learn. Some people can watch and learn. Some people actually have to physically do it and learn. But as far as the chakras, I try to exercise about every day. I don't have I don't do yoga, but I do stretches, and I do make my body move in different ways than just normal, right? And it's about focusing on yourself. It's about doing what's right for you, because you can't do right for someone else if you can't do right for yourself, right? You can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. So learning the chakras will give you empowering, right? It'll give you the courage. It'll give you the exercise to build your self-esteem, especially if, doing these different yoga stretches, If you can do it, I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's something you could share with someone else in the future. It's all about thinking from your higher self, thinking into the future about what's best. When people are mischievous, or when they're deceiving, or when they're lying, right? There's probably a handful of reasons why they do that, because they're insecure, because they feel like that they have to one up someone else. they're damaged inside, and they don't want to look at themselves. They just want to point their finger at everybody else. So the world, to get it better, yes, studying the chakras is good for you. Doing your Bible studies. If you don't like reading out of the Bible, or you don't feel like that's part of your thing, then it's not part of your thing. But know that God is everywhere. God has many different names. And I actually met someone down at the park a couple days ago, and he happened to go to school with my brother, who's a year and a couple days older than me. And he, in one voice, he said, you can't say one church is better than the other. But in another voice, he said, all the other religions they don't count. It's only his religion that counts. So it's kind of, I didn't want to argue with him. I let him say what he wanted. I have my own beliefs, and I let him know that. I let him know I read out of the Bible almost every day. What content I get out of the Bible is for me. It's not for you. If you read, most of my readings lately, down in the box, I read out of the Bible, just in case someone is interested in knowing about it. So I was putting in the title that there's prayers down below, but I'm still going to do it whether people look at it or not, and it's part of my own ritual on how I can stay closest to God. Everything that's happened in my life in the past 5 or 6 years made me realize that God has always been with me, and I believe God does have many different names. And I believe that I'm not going to judge anybody, because that's not my job to judge anybody. To talk to all of you, to try to encourage you to seek out your higher spiritual self, to realize there is life after death. When I was talking to this guy that I met at the park, him and his wife, they were like, well, what do you believe when you die? I said, I don't have to believe anything. I said, I know what happens when you die. Your body dies, your spirit's free. They looked at me kind of like I was crazy, And I said, and I'll tell you how I know that. I said, because when I was almost 12 years old, when my mom died, I said, she came to the foot of my bed about a week after she died. I said, she came out of the dark, right? It was you go to bed at night, right? You turn the lights out. It's dark. I said, and out of the darkness came this circle, like a flashlight kind of light, that was a light bluish, grayish, whitish. And my mom stepped out of that light, and she stood at the foot of my bed. I said, her lips never moved. I said, but I heard her say, she was speaking to me without using her lips, which means telepathic, right? And I heard her say that she loved me and I was going to be all right. And it was like the bluish green, the bluish grayish whitish light just like shrunk up, got swallowed by the darkness. So, I never forgot that. And I've had at least one out-of-body experience. And I was working at Classic Pickles in Millsboro, Delaware. I was second shift forklift operator. And the mechanics were working on the wrap machine. It has like a little conveyor belt. You put a pellet on there and it moves it up to the wrap area. It stops, and then the wrap machine wraps it 20 times, and then it cuts it and sends the pellet down the other end. So I was feeling very weird that night. And I kind of parked the forklift at an angle. If you can imagine being in a big room, and it was angled as far as north and south and all that. So it was angled facing the northeast, and the wrap machine was to the left of of where I parked the forklift. And I saw myself looking down at the guys working on the wrap machine. And then I realized I was over them looking down on them. And I looked back at the forklift where my body was, and all of a sudden I went back into my body. And I really didn't tell anybody about that either. But anyway, so I was feeling weird, but I wasn't quite sure what the situation was. So I went up to this guy from Dominican Republic. He was a first aid responder, and I said, "Hey," I said, "I feel okay, but I just feel weird. Can you take my blood pressure?" And when he took me into this little room, this little storage room, and said to have a seat, and he put the machine on my index finger, and his sort of slant eyes, his eyes were kind of, he was from Dominican Republic, so he appeared to be like a black man, right? But not, he was pretty dark, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but his eyes were a little slanted. And when the machine made its little click sound or buzz sound that it was done, he looked down at it, and all of a sudden his eyes got round, and he looked up at me in shock. And he's like, "I'll be right back." So he comes back and brings the nighttime manager back. And he put it on my other finger, and he tells the guy, "Watch." So they're both looking down at the little machine, and when it did a little clicky sound thing, whatever it does to say it's done, they looked at each other, and they both looked at me with these big eyes. And the second shift warehouse manager, whatever his position was, he said, you can't stay here, you got to go home." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Your blood pressure's like 280 over 180. I don't know how my heart withstood that. And my mom had a heart attack before, and in my mind, I thought a heart attack, I would feel my heart pumping out of my chest. But it wasn't like that. So I went home. I called, let's see, I think I called my husband, and I said, "Look, they're sending me home. They said my blood pressure is 280 over 180. So I want to go to the hospital, and I need you to come with me." So stopped by and picked him up, and Happy Harry's is the local drugstore there in Delaware, in that area. We stopped by there and got some aspirin. I think I took like 8 of them. And by the time I got to the hospital and got in line in the emergency room, we had been sitting there for a while. And finally my husband went and talked to the intake nurse and said, "Look, my wife's blood pressure is very high, and we've been waiting." And so she brought me in there, and when she took it, it was still 180 over like 120, which is considered high. I don't know what they consider 280 over 180. I think I should have been dead. I don't know. But that's when I discovered I needed to be on blood pressure medicine. So why did I ask him to take my blood pressure medicine? Because my ancestors. Because of my gut feeling. Because though I walked away from God, He was always with me. So when you align all your chakras, when you open up your mind, body, and soul to the divine, when you say, "God, Spirit, Source, Heavenly Father, Master of the Universe," I open up my mind, body, and soul. I don't want my free will anymore. I want my free will to be your will. And once you claim that, and God knows your heart, you can't just go in there and lie to Him. You can't go into a church and not even feel that, but say it. He already knows your heart. He already knows. He knows what your destiny is. So when you open up and say those words and truly mean that you're ready to change your life and to give your will to Him, is when you'll see the miracles in your life. This is to get you ready to take a place like here on YouTube to tell your story. Maybe you don't want to be a reader, but maybe you want to tell a story how God changed your life. Maybe that's what it is. People need to start speaking up for the grace of God, speaking up for the love of God, speaking up for God's forgiveness, speaking up for God's provisions. 7 generations. We have to start speaking about love. God is love. Love is God. There's only one. We are not the judge. All we're supposed to do is to show love. You know, I remember being a kid, and, you know, there was a lot of, what do you call them, Hare Krishners? And they were like white guys in white robes who, you know, I was just a kid. I don't know. My older sisters and brothers would be talking, yeah, I saw Hare Krishna today or whatever, you know, not really knowing what it was. But I believe now that they were people who were just out there trying to spread love, you know. And you're not on this channel for nothing, okay? God has guided you here. There's something that you need to do for yourself so that people around you will say, damn, that guy Dave, you wouldn't believe how he was last year. All of a sudden he's making all these changes. Look at how much he's changed. He cares about himself now. He loves himself. And he says it's because God touched his heart. Give all the glory to God. Always give all the glory to God. Through the good times, through the bad times. Never give up the fight for who you truly are. It doesn't matter, you know, I was counting. I have 39 first cousins. And I'll be 62 this year. So many of the people in their 60s already are great grandparents, right? So you're talking, my grandparents came here as babies, so their parents brought them here. My mom was the second oldest. Her older sister had a daughter who had 3 or 4 sons, four sons. See, that would be my grandparents, their parents, my mom, or Auntie Felicia, Rita's kids. Some of them are grandparents, so you're talking 7 generations. Already 7 generations. So I don't even know how many second cousins I have. I don't know how many third cousins I have. I would imagine it would be, all of them put together would be, I don't know, 150. I really don't know. But the thing is everyone has always thought I was odd. Everyone always busted on me and kind of treated me like why does she act like that? And I could just be sitting there doing nothing, you know. Or, I don't know, just, they were always busting on me. I mean, I had my cousins that were closest to me was like my cousin Joanna. We lived in the same area. And my uncle used to take me over to their house for the summer, so I got to spend time with his kids. And then my cousin Roxanne, she's still alive. Joanna, she died about 10 years ago. My cousin Roxanne, she lives in Sacramento. I haven't seen her since God only knows when, but, when we talk, we really show each other a lot of love, but it's the distance, right? Like, I don't feel like the distance matters. Then I have cousins that are right here that they tell me they're jealous of me. I was like, well, my one cousin, she's like, I'm jealous of you. I was like, what? Why are you jealous of me? You have a nicer car than me. You have all your family here. You have a lot of things going on in your life. And you're jealous of me. And she actually was like, well, my husband, he doesn't do a lot. And, sometimes I wish I had more of a life like you. She almost lost her husband by the words she spoke. And she said those words. I was like, oh my God, don't say that. What happened? She said those words. I'd rather just live a simple life like you, not having to deal with my husband. He ended up having to have open heart surgery, within the next 6 months. So, our family, our words are very powerful. So I'm very careful not to say anything bad to anybody. Very careful not to talk lies behind people's backs. I usually hold the secrets that I know about other people. And when they're mean to me for no reason is when I tell them the truth that I know about them. And they step back like, I didn't know you knew that about me. Here I was telling you that you're a piece of shit and you're worthless. Knowing that what he did, that he thought was a big secret, makes him look like a piece of shit and worthless. I never said that. I'm just saying the facts were the facts. He thought he was high maka maka. He thought he could talk to me any way because I was down and out. When he was down and out and I took him in, I helped him get his driver's license. I let him stay with me until he got on his feet. I loved my brother when he needed me. His teeth were falling out. I wrote him a check. He's like, what, you don't want me to pay you back? I said, no, you're my brother. I love you. One day I might need you. The tables turned. I needed him. He never said, well, you're borrowing this amount of money. I'm going to take out that money that you gave me. Or he never said, oh, well, you gave me freely. I'm going to give you freely. He told his wife, he said that he gave freely because I gave freely. But he told me he wanted it all paid back. So, you see, your family's your family, but if they don't treat you right, they try to put the screws to you because they think they can. They're barking up the wrong tree with me because I had words for him that he didn't know that I knew. And what I know about him was pretty disgusting. And I told him, I said, Mom's gonna haunt you in your dreams about how you treated me. And I said, I'll be back tomorrow to get my things. And I'll leave everything proper. He had given me some gift cards that his business, vendors, suppliers, whatever, gave him gift cards for Christmas that year. And he gave them to me. I left them. and I took what was mine. I still actually left a few things behind, but it's not worth going back for it. He showed me who he was. Because my chakras are in alignment most of the time, it's very easy for me to walk away from those who I've given so much to. And they treat me like crap. So I say, I share the energy with you that you share with me. And that goes for the good or the bad or the ugly. Isn't that a movie? Clint Eastwood or something? Anyways, but yeah, so the chakras are very important. Okay, you just work on yourself. Work on yourself where you don't need anybody else. I've been alone since 2019. The summer of 2019. Sounds like a song. But I went through a lot of growing pains. I went through a lot of healing. I went through a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation. God has really blessed me in so many ways. God has let me see who everybody is. You want to know who the most important people are to me? It's my spiritual family. I go to the cemetery. And I like to go more often, but I mean, it's just right down the road, but I like to bring stuff. Like I like to, just go to the dollar store and get some of those fake flowers and put them down. Or, they have those little yardsticks that have the, it could be like a balloon, it could be a bicycle, it could be a tractor. They're like $1.25 or whatever they are, and I'll buy like 15 of them or something like that. But right now I just don't have the money to do that, and I'm trying to collect money, save my money to go see my daughter in Texas. She's the only one of importance to me right now that's alive. My family that's passed away. When you die and you leave your body, the only thing that goes with your spirit is the love that you have for everybody. So when you connect mind, body, and soul, you realize that your spiritual family are the ones that's going to receive you when you leave this world. And they're here with you, going through the times with you, wishing they could hold your hand and hug you, tell you how much they love you. But you know what? When your mind, body, and soul is in alignment, you feel them. You just know that you are loved, the purest love that you could ever receive. That people who are in their bodies can never love like the people of your ancestry. So that's the end of my reading. Thank you for hearing me out. Every time I talk about family situations, it helps me to heal. And I hope that you found value in this reading today. And I have 2 things to tell you. Without you, there's no need for me to be here. So thank you for being the biggest part of my journey. Thank God that we are able to come together and you can hear this message. And secondly, if no one has told you today that you are loved, I love you. See you on the next one. Bye.